What's up, guys? Back another video, and welcome to, finally, Cringe of the Month. I've been putting this off for a while because I had to find the topic to talk about, and I found it in my old movie stash. This is the Nutty Professor, an all-new animated movie for the whole family. For those of you who don't know, most people think the Nutty Professor was a 90s comedy with, I can't think of his name. Eddie Murphy, I think it was. But no. The original Nutty Professor was in 1966 or 1963. Featuring Jerry Lewis, who reprised his role as the original professor in this movie. The original Nutty Professor in 1963-66 is a creepy fucking movie. Hold on. Something in my attic. It's driving me crazy. The professor at a university, or college, I believe, is a goofball, very unlucky. Your stereotypical kind of nerd, I guess, for a 60s movie. Or the guy that was very unpopular, but a grown up. Here's where it gets weird. He falls in love with a student. Red flag! So, to impress her, I have not seen the original movie, okay? I didn't even see the 90s version. He creates this potion that unleashes your inner you, kind of like the mask kind of effect. And remember, this is in the 60s, so in 2008, kind of late there, pal, to make a sequel, because this actually is the closest thing you'll get to a sequel to the original Nutty Professor. It stars Harold. What's his stupid name? Oh yeah, also it features Drake Bell from Drake and Josh, just starring as this kid. Oh, it doesn't say their last name, whatever. Okay. Harold's a nerd, as of course by just looking at him. He's half blind in one eye. Getting transferred to college for genius kids, I guess, I don't know. I did watch the movie again just to reiterate myself with it, but it's still hard to explain something. Apparently, it did win an award though. At this school, basically, he gets to this school because they like his invention of a atomic engine or something like that. You get the classic. He meets his friend. He meets the love interest. The two bullies who will pick on him throughout the movie. But the interest. So he finds it's also his uncle. This is Jerry Lewis's character's nephew. I'm a great reviewer, I know. I can't talk. Anyway, he gets a wedgie by these two bullies where he then meets the love interest, whose name is escaping me. Penny, I believe. No, not Penny. Fudge! Polly, there it is. God, I suck at this crap, but I love it, though. I mean, you guys must do it. I'm at 88, so, yeah. Finds his old father's creation for this stupid formula, drinks it, and becomes this stereotypical cool-looking jackass. The thing I like about this movie, looking back on it, is the fighting with himself kind of aspect of the movie. To where it's Harold. Oh, there goes that thing. It's Harold fighting with his inner self, his alter ego, I guess you could say, which he named Jack because he was in a pizza place. Ha! It truly gets crazy when you see how much Harold can depend on him for certain things, to where he starts falling behind in class and that kind of shit. The side story, I guess you could call it side story, is that his uncle needs this grant for his class. And he keeps hoping Harold can help him with this thing. You get the wacky slapstick, and this is in 2008, so you get the slapstick, you get the development. Again, A good thing about this movie is truly showing how much this thing can work. Like with someone finding a way to embrace an inner self, bring that out of you. Because I always liked that idea. Even when I first saw The Mask, I liked the idea of something being able to. Because line I love is that from The Mask is that we all wear a mask. We all have a version of ourselves that we keep hidden. And movies that bring out that version of you to where that inner version, the opposite of basically what you are. It always fascinates me. I remember I got this movie as a kid. I never touched it for years or months or something like that. I sat down and watched it as a kid, and I really liked it. Truly, there's nothing really wrong with the movie. It's perfectly fine for what it is. It's a 2008 spin-off of a 60s movie, The Nutty Professor. There's really nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to talk about since probably not a lot of people know about this movie, since it was a direct-to-DVD kind of thing. Obviously, this movie was going to get a theatrical release. This thing was straight up DVD. Straight up. The animation is not bad for what it is, for 2008. I'll definitely say that. The characters, as I've said, are because when I watch it, they aren't that memorable, but they aren't that forgettable. You see this, if you know this movie and you see these characters, you will know what they are from. Polly is your stereotypical kind of female character at times, but she also has that attitude to her. She's not your generic dumbass in distress kind of character, but she's not your stereotypical solo chick kind of thing. She does have a personality. I just suck at describing crap. Harold is your classic nerd with insecurities and that kind of stuff, but he wants to help this kind of shit. Then there's this robot Robin, who's kind of like the big sister, I guess, to Harold. The bullies, Brad and Shrad, whatever the name of. If you want to know their personalities, think Bulk and Skull from the first Power Ranger cartoon. That's it for them. The two other characters, but I can't. There's a big guy who plays in a band and an alien who doesn't talk. There's the dean of the school who's funny as hell when he's on screen. I'll say this because I don't know if people will watch this or not. The ending of the movie is very interesting to where it does dwell onto his fear. It manifests into this I'll say this there is a very generic looking monster, very big, very stupid. The final battle is just them conquering Harold, just facing his fear, that kind of movie, that kind of cliche ending. But again, being that this is a kid's movie, it's innocent. Again, there's no really anything bad to say. So you might be wondering, why is this cringe of the month? And there's really nothing bad to say. Well, it's this. I needed a cringe of the month, and I really wanted people to know about this movie, which is stupid, but not that bad. It's a kid's movie. It's exactly what you would want a kid's movie to be. Yeah. Read to the back of the box, just so you get a better explanation of what this movie is than me. Join Drake Bell, TV's Drake and Josh, and Jerry Lewis for fun and adventure in this cool twist on a timeless story that people probably forgot existed in the first place. Harold is a boy genius inventor whose experiments always seem to backfire. When he drinks a secret potion created by his scientist grandfather and unleashes his super cruel alter ego, he's sure all his problems are solved. Or are they? Packed with unbelievable inventions, laugh-out-loud humor, in this extract formula of a good time. I will say that, definitely. The inventions in this movie are very inventive. They're very imaginative, definitely. There's a lot of unique inventions to this thing. The way they make the motorcycles, which somehow involve the budget, the grant that he needs for his school, his class. So many inventions in this are very unique. Very unique inventions. The movie's very colorful. It knows when to even for 2008, it knows when to keep its pacing sometimes. It knows when to use color in certain scenes. And even in his mind, when you find out where Jack is in his head, They do it well with the transition of art styles, going from CG animation to crazy hand drawn kind of thing with chaos all over. All in all, pretty good movie. I definitely suggest you find this anywhere. If you can find the DVD of this movie, I highly suggest you check it out, or maybe you find it on YouTube, the internet somewhere. Because I really say this movie is at least. I don't suggest people should. I don't say that this movie is a classic or a hidden gem of 2008 or early 2000 animated movies. I mean, for the love of God, somehow it won an award. Film Advisory Board Inc. Award of Excellence in 2008 for The Nutty Professor. I got nothing to say really that bad. The animation, while it's not great, it is still decent. But yeah, if you find this movie somewhere on Amazon, eBay, any shopping site, or even find the movie on YouTube, Dailymotion, any kind of internet place, I do suggest you check this out. And I'm sorry that this Cringe of the Month effing sucks. I want to get out a bunch of videos today, so I don't have to worry about a lot of things. So I have a buffer to think about the videos. Or some bullshit like that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I really do hope you enjoyed this Cringe of the Month, which was, I'll admit, this is probably one of my worst Cringe of the Month videos. But yeah, definitely if you find this is like the third time I've said it. Give this movie a shot if you can find it. I don't know. Later.